Gotta dig holes. Oh man, this is the worst.
How to start a hole? Everybody says step on it. Yeah, well, on the Catskills you can't use 1 foot. That don't work. You gotta use 2 feet. 1 foot doesn't work in the Catskills. Oh man. Ah. Ah. Rocks. More rocks. Seem like this is no big deal for me, right? Because this is what I do for a living, right? I work in construction. No, I do not work in construction. I do not work in construction. I'm freaking in the software industry. I'm a businessman in the software industry. Not a professional hole digger. That's the top one. There's one below that. There's just roots everywhere. Nice. Love that. Oh, jeez. We got another one here. So here's the J-bolt. I got a little piece of painter's tape at the top because you're only supposed to have a less than an inch sticking out. And what we're just going to do is sink this baby in, and then we'll hit the trowel in there to settle the concrete. And then just do like you did with the shovel, get those air gaps out of there. You got to sink this thing right to the start of the tape. If you don't have it to the start of the tape, you're going to be in trouble. Yeah, it's good. Here's what I have laid out now. This line right here, this line represents the sill of the sliding glass door. And then I took away a ½ inch, an 1.25 inches, and 7.5. I took off a ½ inch because I want a space below the sill. I took off an 1.25 inches for the deck board, and I took off 7.5 for the 2x8.
3 o'clock.
Ah.
Get my haircut. 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock what?
Haircut.
Oh, you! Today. Okay, babe, that sounds good. Now leave me alone. So what we'll do is we'll take this line right here, we'll staple it right to the top, and then we'll string it across to this next post. We'll get a level on that line, then we'll cut that one. You know, we'll do all our measurements and then we'll cut that one.
And that's it. This is what we'll do. This is the post. This is the post that matters. You do the math one time, you make sure it's right. Probably before I cut this one, I'm going to make a little frame here. I'll probably get a 2x8, chuck it on top, bring it right here, put a level on it, make sure it's nice. And we'll double check this before we go nuts. I got the level on it, so that's basically level, and you can see that I think that's going to be good. I think that's going to be all right. That looks like it's 1.5 inches. It's kind of what I want. I'm happy with this. Now let's keep going. Now obviously this is not bolted. There's just one screw, and the screw is through this one into here, just one screw. So if I have to take this off, I have to just reciprocating saw straight through this thing, which I'll probably do anyway before I bolt it. That's it. This is level. It's perfect. In fact, incredibly, I put this thing on, I threw a level on it. It was perfect the first time. Couldn't believe it. So I got kind of lucky there. This thing's real good. And I got to do it 2 more times. Now this thing here, you can see, it's probably hard to tell, but this post is all screwed up. So I think this is going to require taking this post out and unbolting the plate and then hitting this concrete with a grinder right here, because it's on a bit of a slope and it's pulling it, as you can see, probably, I would hope. You can see how off it is on the other one. The other one's straight. This one's completely screwed up. And I may even need to do it on this one too. This one's not looking so good either. It's just these two that are the issue right here, which is all in all, it's not that bad. It looks great with this notched 6x6. Yeah, it costs more money. Yeah, it takes a lot more time, but it looks good. It's a shame that I don't have to cover it up. I'm gonna cover I gotta cover it up. Cut. This one in the middle is cut, but I'll talk to you about that in a second. This one is not cut, and the reason is because I don't like the placement of it. Very unfortunately. Now I don't have to. I mean, it will work where it is right now. It just, the overhang won't be a lot on this side compared to the other two. And this thing is going to be covered, so you wouldn't know, but I'd know. And yeah, I just don't like it. I want it about 6 inches that way. To do that, obviously, I need to drill a hole in that concrete. It's annoying, but if you want it to look good, if you want it to be right, you do it. And that's what I want to do. So when I realized this thing was wrong, I was really having like a freaking, Jesus, should I do it? Should I just leave it? What should I do? What should I do? And I was really like 90% sure I was going to move it. And then I happened to be working on this one over here, and using a wrench and a breaker bar to tighten this thing up, and I snapped off the J-bolt, if you can believe that. As you can see, this thing is ground out because it wasn't level, so I was grinding it out, and I made it all nice, and then I was just tightening too hard. You can break these things. I mean, clearly you can break them. And I snapped it off When it came off, I was just like, oh, my wrench slipped. And then I looked down and I saw that and I was like, no way. I can't believe I broke it. Once I did that, I said, Jesus, I guess I got to buy the bit and the adhesive and the bolts anyway to fix this one. So I might as well do this one. So in reality, I wasn't that upset. I couldn't believe it when it broke off. But I was already basically positive I was going to move this one. So all in all, just to explain, these things are $5, these bolts. I think like 4 and change. This bit's like $10. So if you break one of these off, it's $25, it's $5, it's $10. So you're looking at $40 for one bolt. To fix this, I needed to spend $40. So might as well pay another $5, right? It's not really a big deal. Now I do need to drill into the hole, and that can be a pain, but one thing that's important is a hammer drill. You can do it without a hammer drill, and this is not even really a good hammer drill. It's not like a dedicated hammer drill. It's one of these, it's a hammer drill second and just a drill first. But the last time I bought a drill, last time I bought a drill before recently, I bought rechargeable Milwaukee drills. But the time before that, I picked up this drill and I said, oh, let me just get the one that has the hammer drill attachment, even though I probably won't ever need it. Well, guess what? I need it. Incredible. Nothing. It's nothing. It's like cutting through wood. Beautiful brand new bit. Oh my God. Well, done for now. So what I did to hold these things was I just put one screw. I put one screw into this, and then obviously I nailed and screwed these whole things together. I screwed them to pull them together, a few, and then obviously I nailed them for shear strength. 16 inches on center. So yeah, so if I want to, I can take out those 3 screws and shift these. But as of this moment, this is it. I think it's in line. I think it looks good. I'm really happy I moved that post. This one right here. Really happy I moved it. It's nice now. Now it looks really good. It's still a little bit, because you can see it's maybe a couple inches off, but that's fine. I mean, I couldn't have gone any further because I would have been off the concrete. In fact, I drilled 2 holes here. I drilled one incorrectly. And I was like, you know what? Before I put this bolt in, I better do it right. I had to lower this run. That one and that one. I had to lower that one like almost 2 inches. I don't know what happened there. But everything's beautiful now. I put a 2x8 across here and it's level. I put a 2x8 across here and it's level. So everything is level. This whole thing is perfect now. I really worked on it a lot, making sure that it's the base is good. That's really the key. Now I can build the frame and not really have to worry about much. And I don't care if it's a little like this or a little like this. That I don't care about. What I do care about is a hump. Clearly, then we're going to have a problem if we have a hump. But if we have just a tilt of a 1/2 inch or a tilt a 1/2 inch this way, not really a big deal. I mean, it's not like you're going to step out that door and the pitch is going to be so bad that you're going to fall over. No. Maybe if it's a 1/2 inch, you put a ball there and it might roll. That's about it. The key though is that there's no hump, because if there's a hump, then you can't get the frame to lay flat. Now, as you can see, there's no bolts yet, and that's because I'm not bolting this thing in until I am ready. Next part is getting another 15 2x8s to make the frame, and decking. I need decking. I need 38 pieces of decking. I'm going to use Fiberon. It's like an armor guard. It's a a recycled plastic type of decking, and it's expensive, but it's worth it. And I was going to do cedar, but I have changed my mind. I'm going to opt for the less maintenance and more money. I mean, if I'm going to put 9 6x6 posts notched bolted, and I'm going to do this thing to last, I might as well just do it completely to last. Cedar does not last unless you treat it like every single year. Clean it every single year, treat it every single year. I'm not going to do that. All right, this whole thing now is level, plumb, straight, the whole deal here, and that's why I bolted it in, because it's ready to go. We're at a good part here. This is a real good part, because when it's level like this and everything is perfect and square, it means you can just go. That's the best part. You just put lumber in and nail it in. Put lumber in and nail it in. That's the key. This is the ideal thing here. Now, like I see, I got 2 bolts, 1/2 inch. This one looks like it needs another crank on it. I probably need to go over every single nut and make sure they're all tight, because you tighten one real tight, and then you go to the next one, you tighten it, you go to the next one, you tighten it. But when you tighten that last one, this first one could need to be retightened, because it just pulls it in. So I'll go around and make sure everything is good. But as of this moment, this thing's perfect. It's rock solid. It looks freaking awesome. This is the way it should look right here. 6x6 is notched. This is how you do it. I really feel good about this thing now.
There's really a whole ton of ways to do these handrail posts, but there's a whole ton of methods. I should rephrase that. There's a whole ton of methods. All right. There's only one way to do it, and that's the right way. And there's a lot of right ways. The key is that the post needs to be absolutely and completely solid. No shaking. Essentially, the post and the deck need to be one piece. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that on this corner right now. Now I have this sitting on a block. Makes life a lot easier when you're one person. And you can walk away from it. The direction that you have the rim joist, essentially, this is considered the rim, the edge, or maybe you want to call it the outside joist. Either way, is if this one is overlapping your sides, the whole idea is you want to prevent it from pushing it out and disconnecting it from your side joists. Which means that when you push on this post right here at the top, 40 inches high, it's going to have an incredible amount of leverage, and that could very easily bend this and pull it right out. So the key is you need to bring it in, and the way we do that is we attach a block to this side, we nail it in, and then we bolt it from here through this side, and we pull this in. We essentially connect this piece to this piece, which means there is no way this could possibly open up because it's pulling on a bolt that's connected to this. And the bracket we use looks like this. It's right up against this. A bolt goes through here, 1/2 inch bolt. This bracket is screwed through every one of those holes with those. So that we do that. That's a big piece. But then the other thing we do is we screw it with a structural screw. We'll go through here with a bolt, a 1/2 inch bolt. You only need to do it once with one bracket. And then below that you use this. And then on this side, 1 and 2. And then I like to put a piece of blocking in here, which prevents this piece from going this way. Even though you have it bolted in and you have it screwed, there's a backup plan, which is very cheap. You just put a piece of blocking in here, nail it in, 6 nails, and now this is attached to this, and it's up against this, and it's up against this. Cannot go this way. First of all, it has the screws, it has the bolts, and then it has a piece of blocking connected to this piece here, right here. Mark it. You probably want to do it on a hair of an angle. Now, the other 2 railing columns, they're going to do double duty here. They're going to do the top railing, and then I'm going to continue them. It's going to be one piece, this top railing, and it's going to go past here. Normally, like on that one, I cut it here, but I'm not. This time I'm going to go straight down to these 2 holes. So what that's going to do is that it's 2 things now. Now it's the railing on top of the deck, and it's a stairs support, and it's going to allow me now to build the stairs off those columns. So bolted, blocked, and bracketed to the deck, and 80 pounds of concrete in each hole. Not very deep holes, and I'm going to have them sunk in. I'm not sitting them on top.
I'm sinking them in. So essentially what this is going to do is, and I'm going to obviously put some drain rock here at the bottom of either of these holes, a couple inches. But so this does two things here. One, well, it does three things. It's the deck railing, it's the stair support, but it's also a cantilever support. I don't even think. There, hey, Skinny, get out of there before I cement you into one of these holes. Oh, you're gonna pee on my cart? Get out of here.